G'day Year 7 and 8. I'm just going to show you how to draw that serviette box now. I'll go through fairly quickly, but you'll be able to stop and start the video if you miss any steps. So I'll start with the rectangle tool. I'll draw a rectangle 200, 12, enter that. Now it's fairly small, but you just zoom in on it. Now on the measurement I gave you before it was 65, but I'm actually going to draw it at 66. So when we do the dimensions and we divide it into 3, that'll just be a better fit then. So we'll just change that one. So I'll come up 66, enter that. Now I'm going to get the tape measure. I'm going to just position where those joints will go. So I'm going to come back this way 12 and enter. And same deal this way. Oops, try again. Back that way 12 and enter that. Get the pencil tool. Now just where that's been selected, I'll get rid of that. Okay, so pencil tool. Bring it down. Now make sure that, see if it can slide, make sure it snaps onto that spot that's straight down below it. And same again, snap onto there. Then I'll get the select tool and I'm going to hold the control and then select that line there, or you can right click, divide, and if you look on the bottom right hand corner, I'm going to type in 3, enter. That has then divided that line into 3 segments. So I'll get the pencil, come down to end point, take it across, end point, take it across, and that has now got that divided into 3. Now you don't have to do it here, because if you just come down and slide across, see how it snaps onto the one that I did previously? So the computer's asking, do you want that again? And I'm saying yes. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do now, I'll just zoom out a little. Now I'm not grouping anything at the moment, but I'm going to select that whole thing and I'm going to make a copy of it. And remember, that's using the move tool, and as you move it, you touch the option button and it will make a copy. Okay, so now I've got 2 of those. Now get the push-pull tool and push that out. And I'll give you a tip. When you're pushing that through and you can't see the back, if you just go and touch the back edge of it and wait till it says on edge, then it will always come out. It'll always come out the right way. Whoops, hang on. Right, I'll try that again. Okay, now, sorry about that. There. And I just fixed that by going Command Z a couple of times. I was talking and trying to do 2 things at once. Now I'm just going to get rid of these broken lines here. They leave dots on the drawing later on, but they come from when we used the tape measure before. Okay, now for the other one, I want them to be in a different position, so this time I'll take the middle one out, and the middle one out. As I said, just wait till it touches that back corner and tells you it's there. Then click on that. Now I'm going to try and take out these ones here as well, but it may not let me. Sometimes it just doesn't. Okay, I won't worry about those, I'll leave them. But what I will rub out are these lines here. We don't need those later on. And that one, and that. And then I'll just check the other side. So I'll swing it around using the orbit tool. Okay, so there's no worries there, they're not on that side. Right, so I've got that done. Now I'm just going to move one of them away a little bit. Okay, I'll just move that out of the way a little bit so I can just work on the front one. Okay, now I'm going to put the curve here. So I'm going to use this tool, but so that it turns out symmetrical, what I'll do, I'll measure in a point. So I'll come in from there, sorry, tape measure. Get rid of that. Okay, tape measure, and I might just come in 30. It doesn't matter what distance you do here, you can do what you like. I think I'm going too fast for the computer, can't keep up with me. 30, enter. Okay, so I've got those 2 there now. I get this arc tool, click one spot, click on the other spot, and then you come to the middle, drop it down, and down here it says 46 millimeters. That, I think I might go 45, that'll do. Enter, that's that. Push that out, go to the back edge, and that will be done correctly. Now there's nothing more that's going to be happening to that piece now. That's sort of finished as it is. So I will make a group of it. Now on the Mac it's Command G. If you've got a PC, you'll have to be able to edit and go make group. Right, so I might move that one out of the way a little bit and now work on this one. Now this one's going to have those two slots down the side. So what I'm going to do, I will orbit that around this way a little bit so I can see the top. Get the pencil tool and come over here and you just hover until it snaps on the midpoint, and that's it there. Then I'm going to take it across the face 6mm because the timber is 12 thick. I want to come this way 10, enter. Now I'll escape from there and then start another one here. Come across 10. Right, again 10, enter. Then bring it to the edge. Make sure it's straight, so that's it there. And the same thing over here. I'll there, bring it to the edge, snap that. Now I'll pull. Actually, I could have erased that top line and just pulled out one bit at a time, but it doesn't really matter. I'll pull that out. I may as well erase that line. I don't need that. Okay, so now what I've got, that's the whole piece there now. So now that that's completed, I will bring that through, go Command G, and have a look at all my drawings. I'll bring that a bit closer so that I can work on that there. Come in. Now I need to make a copy of each of those, so using the Move tool, I'll move it, as I said, push the Option button, and that will give me a copy. And while I'm at it, I'll do that same thing to this one. I'll make the second copy of it. Actually, I might even rotate this one first because it's got to be rotated. Make sure you get, you know, as you move around, you get all those different sort of angle things. Angle things, that's a good word. But that's the blue one that I want to turn it with, so click. You don't have to hold it down, you click, swing it around, make sure it's 90 degrees, type it in if you like, or you can just hover until it gets to 90. That's that. Move tool, click, hold the Option button, and I'll make a copy of it. Now you notice this one of these needs to be turned around as well. One's facing in the wrong direction. You've got a couple of options there. You could rotate it, but I like this one too, which is the scale tool. Scale it. You just got to make sure you get that middle handle, and you push it through, and you can see you can push it. That's now 3.26. All you got is push it through and type in -1, and then it will be exactly the same size. Okay, so that's done. Now I'll put it together. When you're putting it together, and this is a mistake that a lot of people make, they just sort of grab it, move it, and they go, why won't it go together? So what you need, the trick is, you move it from a point and attach it to a point. Right, so see that's snapped onto that point there. So I've got those two together. I'll bring this one across. Whoops. Just be careful. If that happens, make sure you go Command Z so that the angle doesn't change. I'm not sure why that happens sometimes, but I'll bring that in close, orbit a little bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. And this time I want that point there will do, and I want that to touch that point there. Okay, so that's good. And then I'm just going to move this last one over. Move it, bring it close, and I can tell, I know that point there will meet up with that point, so I may as well just do it from here, there to there, and then that is all done and correct and looking good. Last thing I'll do before I stop this video is put the base on. So the base is 200, 200, enter that. It's going to be 6mm thick, so bring it up 6, so give it the direction, type in 6, push enter, and the last thing you need to do is make a group of that as well, make a group, and then move that into place. So if I take it from that top point, that's got a top down the bottom. Now this happens sometimes, so I'll just move it around. Sometimes it just won't, because it's at the wrong height. Okay, so I'll try that and try and just bring it straight down. Okay, so that's a bit closer now, so that should work this time, I think. Well, I hope. I'll move it from there, okay, to there, and that's all fine. I'll just turn those axes off for a minute, turn that off, select outside so we can just see it all, orbit around, and that all looks pretty good. Okay, so I'll stop there now, and in the next one I'll show you how to put together the orthographic view. Okay, good luck with yours.